Don't know how to count down from 60.
30 seconds, guys. Go on, guys. Step on.
Callum Poole.
And me, Oyen Apwanya. Today we're going to be having the Peace Fest. Oh, God. And we're going
And on today's show, we're going to be talking about the Peace Festival, the closing of the Electric Railway Museum, Mouth Council Awareness Month,
as well as the Vegan Fest, food banks, and we're going to round off the performance with the performance from Aiden. He's our local from Coventry.
But before we dive into all of that, here's Zoe with the latest news.
Conference from Coventry to Bedfordshire. The group cited bail conditions imposed on our leaders Paul Golding and Jada Franzen as an explanation for the move, though the initial decision to hold the conference in Coventry caused local outrage. West Midlands MP Gavin Williamson has replaced Sir Michael Fallon as Defence Secretary. This follows Fallon's resignation due to sexual misconduct allegations. Mr Williamson had gained notoriety through his pet tarantula Kronos, who was used by Williamson to convince the MPs to toe the party line when Williamson was Chief Whip. The Bank of England has voted to raise UK interest rates for the first time in over a decade. Interest rates are going up from 0.25% to 0.5%. The bank has reversed the rate cut of August 2016, which was brought in to ease the British economy through the aftermath of the Brexit vote. The suspect, accused of killing 8 people and injuring many others in New York City, has been charged by federal prosecutors on Wednesday. Saifullah Saipov is accused of driving a truck into a group of people in Lower Manhattan, leaving 8 dead and 12 seriously injured. Finally, Warwick University researchers have discovered a new planet which challenges the planetary formation theory. The planet, named NGTS-1b, is 600 light-years away and is the size of Jupiter. The size and ratio of the accompanying stars to this planet has caused researchers to challenge how planets are formed. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Zoe. On to the Peace Festival. It's been 78 years since the Blitz. The event has permanently etched into Coventry's history, and
This month sees the festival roll into Coventry, so we sent Angela Crocker to find out more.
Peace Festival is an event run in Coventry from the 1st until the 14th of November. It's to celebrate the Blitz, if I'm correct. So I know that 78 years ago today, or in this fortnight, was the Coventry Blitz. So it's just peace and reconciliation, so the community coming back together.
We've got a peace board that we have been doing with the young people, and on that peace board we have put a dove which symbolises peace, obviously. So yeah, we've been trying to work on that, and just part of that will be us adding flags from different countries and nations to just kind of show how we all come together and we're all united as one.
Peace Board, we're hoping by doing this activity that it's going to bring young people together and kind of give them a bit more education on different countries, different nationalities, and just show the diversity that is actually in Hillfields in Coventry.
It's true, yeah. Just a bit of hope within the community. I feel that it's kind of got to that point where our generation has kind of lost that a little bit, and this is a good way to just kind of bring it back and show people that there is still hope for, you know, young people and our generation as well.
Quite a few young people. I think maybe because of Halloween yesterday, everyone was out a bit late, but we still have quite a good turnout. And yeah, we're hoping to have more young people tomorrow coming and filling in our peace board. So hopefully by next week it'll be full.
So what do you like about it?
Everything really. The fact that you get to just go and you can either go on the radio or you could just hang out with everyone, really.
We are located at the Watch Centre in Hillfields, so that's Victoria Street, Coventry, CV15LZ, and our session is running Wednesdays and Thursdays throughout the Peace Festival, so this week and next week.
Definitely a feel-good story to start the show
Yeah,
with.
of course, indeed it is.
I especially love how the younger generation are getting involved with this initiative.
Yeah, it feels. I feel it shows how conflict has no place in this world anymore, and especially with the nuclear powers at hand, we don't really need any of them.
For local retro railway enthusiasts and families, the Electric Rail Museum provided a great day out, showcasing many of the old electric locomotives that used to roam up and down the UK.
However, the Railway Museum last opened its door at the end of October. Letitia has more on the story.
Over the last 30 years, these men have spent the spare time maintaining the largest electric railway museum in the United Kingdom. Located in Coventry, this unique collection has been supported and funded by both volunteers and donations.
Since then I've done a wide variety of things here. Everything from painting, scraping, rust, gardening.
Just do a bit of overtime at work.
Yeah, overtime at work. Yeah, that's
in fact,
the next thing.
they rang me this afternoon and said, "Oh, can you come in this evening?" But I'm here, so
He's doing this instead. So that's £300 not going into the trains.
yeah.
But after a recent City Council decision, the museum has been forced to close, and now the lives of these people have suddenly changed. The land on which it sits has grown more expensive in recent years and is now worth hundreds of thousands of pounds, an amount the museum is unable to provide. The landowner, Coventry City Council, has requested the land back to develop a multi-million-pound project led by the Jaguar and Land Rover Company. The museum will be replaced by a hotel, which will increase employment and will improve the local economy, but it will leave the United Kingdom without a museum dedicated to historical electric railway system. Volunteers feel the time and effort put into the collection has been left unappreciated.
This was a sewage works originally, so this site had to be built from scratch. There was no railway here when we started, so to see all that work literally being torn apart is quite bad.
They must now find a new way to contribute to the history of the British Railway.
Hopefully there will be better things down the line, forgive the pun, for these projects when they go to the new homes.
The City Council hasn't helped moving the old trains as it promised.
They're going to help us. They might offer financial assistance or even just logistical support. That I am aware of, nothing has materialised, and repeated requests have been made for help, and they've been met with nothing.
These men will once more put these savings together to guarantee a better future for the railways all across England.
Yeah, we the money that we made on the beer, the profit made on the beer festival, we've put that in. So that was about £1,200. So I staked the money for that. And luckily, we sold enough that I didn't lose any money.
But the work of these men may not be in vain.
Yes, we can get angry, we can get upset, and we can be negative about it, but that's not going to solve the problems. You know, the problems are that we need to take these items away, and they need to flourish somewhere else. If Coventry doesn't want them, then it's basically that.
We have contacted the local council since the closure of the museum, but they failed to get back to us, so we're not really sure if they're going to help the museum find homes for their exhibits, which is a real shame, really, but
It's unfortunate.
never mind. Now, November marks the start of the Mouth Cancer Awareness Month, with the main objective to increase knowledge of the disease among the general public.
Talking about this today, we have Mrs. Rachel Parsons in the studio.
Hi, Rachel, thanks for coming in. So what sort of treatment did you undergo to get rid of your cancer?
I had the inside of my cheek removed.
Really?
Yeah, which was replaced with a graft from my wrist, which was a 9-hour surgery.
Oh, God. So how have you been since?
Brilliant, very, very good. Yeah, it's good.
So the cancer's definitely gone? Or?
Cancer's definitely gone, but
okay,
you do
great.
live with cancer.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah, because it's, with it being the disease that it is, you know, it's quite hard to obviously find a cure for it. So.
Yep.
So how have you? How can we help raise awareness for mouth cancer?
Basically, this month, 1st of November to the end of November, is Mouth Cancer Action Month, and it's really raising awareness and getting people talking about mouth cancer, because there are a lot of people out there that don't realise there is a thing as mouth cancer.
Okay, so how did you feel when you had the cancer?
Devastated. I'd just had an ulcer in my mouth that just hadn't cleared up. Yeah. And it just got worse and worse. Worse and worse, and then obviously that caused you a lot of pain and discomfort through. A lot of pain, a lot of discomfort. I kept biting the inside of my mouth, and it, like I say, it just got progressively worse. My dentist said not to worry. Yeah. So it is a thing of, if something is in your mouth longer than 3 weeks, you must
Got to go and see a GP or dentist
or GP.
Try and get it diagnosed, obviously, as soon as possible. Well, thank you very much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope you get along in the future really well.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Ever fancied a cheeky broccoli free with the occasional carrot or perhaps a nice vegetable soup?
Well, you can find all these delicious veggies and more at the Vegan Festival in Wolverhampton. Kinga went there to get a taste of the event. Oi. Just a slight technical glitch.
There's been a technical fault on our end. I am continuing on with the food theme. Food banks in Birmingham have been recently leaked into food banks in New York, and they're starting to give out free slices of pizza for those people in need. Michael has the latest on this story. Take a look at the video.
Once the food comes in, we split it, and then we can decide from wish lists that are given, so what food the community food member would like. So they tell us what they like, we try and match that appropriately to them, and then get a little, a big parcel for them. It's important for them to receive food from us because some people might not know where their next meal's coming from, so they're going to community centres or churches for their lunch and dinner. So if they couldn't get food off us, then they would be going without food.
We sell pizza by the slice, but we also let our customers pre-purchase slices for people in need. So a slice is $1.25. They can buy food for themselves, but then they can also donate extra dollars that goes towards feeding homeless people. And it's to the point where we feed about 80 to 100 homeless people every day. We've given away more than 150,000 slices of pizza. One day a customer came in, he asked if ever anyone came in short, and it happened. So he offered to buy a slice for the next homeless person that maybe didn't have the full amount. He gave me a few bucks, I ran out, got Post-it notes, put one up to signify that there was a slice to be redeemed, and over the next couple months and years, more and more people donated, and now our walls are filled with Post-it notes.
God paid for it. You understand what I'm saying? God paid for this pizza. So it's a blessing. You know what I mean? I thank him for it.
I've been 3 years off the streets. I was 7 years homeless myself as a veteran, you know, and I finally got myself out of the rut, got myself an income, and I want to pay it forward, you know?
Oh, just yesterday there was a guy that came in. He'd been homeless for like 8 months, and I hadn't seen him for like 3 months. And I'm like, yo, where you been at? He's like, yeah, I'm working now. Figured I'd buy a slice for someone else. I was like, that was awesome. Just a couple days prior, I had been like, man, I hope that guy's okay. And it turns out, you know, he's killing it. I think it's pretty cool how powerful something this kind of small.
I'm sorry guys about the technical difficulties earlier. As you can see here, we're enjoying the vegan brownies from our...
Very tasty, by the way.
Very
I've
tasty.
just had one off camera, so yeah.
Yeah,
really good.
of course. So we're going to go ahead and show you that Vegan Festival video from our friend here at the studio, Miss Kinga.
Today I'm at the Wolverhampton Civic Hall where the 10th annual Vegan Festival is taking place. The biggest ever vegan event in the Midlands included over 180 stalls, 40 talks and 10 cookery demos. I talked to the organiser, Kevin White, about the rise in veganism, some of its benefits and tackling misconceptions.
Once upon a time, big festivals like this only happened in London, but this is actually, now it's the longest running grassroots vegan festival in the whole of the country, celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. We live on a planet with finite resources. Veganism starts you on a path towards finding out about lots of different things. You become more health aware. A lot of people start to take more notice about what they eat, so they're not getting obese, they're staying clear of diabetes and coronary artery disease. And whatever you want to eat, you can get a vegan equivalent of it, and it's delicious. Fiona Oakes, that's here today, she's a vegan ultra marathon runner, so she holds 3 world records. She also is a retained firefighter. She's extremely fit. As long as you're eating lots of greens and pulses and beans and legumes and seeds and nuts, you know, you can't go far wrong.
Ray Chung told me about his business, Green Tea Artisan, and how the vegan lifestyle affected him.
We sell green tea from all around the world. We specialise in green tea, matcha and tea accessories. Why we do events is for people to taste our products and make their own mind up. Your skin will actually become, you know, better, I would say. We feel healthier, lighter, and we have more energy as well.
I also spoke to Dean Howell about what inspired their protein powders in the Raw Sport range.
I was playing professional football, played 18 years. Officially the world's second vegan footballer, and I found turning vegan helped with injuries. Seems like veganism, plant-based is on the upwards. I thought there was something missing for vegan people in the sport market, like clean products. But obviously I have compassion for animals, but also I have compassion for self-health. That's my motto.
He even shared his top 3 tips for aspiring vegans.
So eat organic, stay away from soya, listen to your gut and just stick with what you're doing. Don't let family, friends talk you away from doing what you want to do.
To find out more, visit midlandsveganfestival.org.uk.
Alright guys, welcome back. We just finished enjoying those vegan brownies.
They were really good, you know.
Really
I might actually go vegan if everything tastes like that.
Yeah, and that vegan festival, the food on there as well was looking delicious.
Man, looking pang.
I would definitely visit that.
Oh yeah, same here.
But moving onwards,
horizons, haven't you?
Yeah, moving onwards. We're gonna go on to the weather now. Here's our weather woman, Zoe.
Zoe.
5, 4.
Thanks, guys. Going into this weekend, it's looking pretty wet with a 90% chance of rain, with cloud on Saturday. Also with highs of 9 degrees and lows of 2 degrees, and 30-mile-an-hour wind, as well as 81% humidity. Moving into Sunday, it's going to be a bit sunnier with partial clouds throughout the day and a 10% chance of rain, with expected winds of 50 miles an hour. The highest temperature is expected to reach 9 degrees and lowest could get as low as -1 in the evening. So make sure you wrap up warm if you're planning on attending any fireworks displays. Back to you guys. Was that good?
Got a special guest for you on Icov now. It's local talent. Iden, one of his latest hits, Goodbye, for the 52nd time.
And you know, here at Icov, we love our local talent and we love to show love and support. Thank you very much for joining us for today, guys. And we're going to have Iden come on in a second.
Yeah. He won't treat you right, even if he tried. Baby, I will always be by your side. I guess this is goodbye for the 52nd time. He won't treat you right, even if he tried. Baby, I will always be by your side. I guess this is goodbye for the 52nd time. Don't cry, maybe in another life. I can't lie, you've been on my mind. I've been thinking about you. I've been on the grind. I've been thinking about you, babe. You've been on my mind, babe. And I've been thinking about you straight for the past 7 days, and I can't seem, I can't seem to get over you, my baby. Please show me some respect, show me some respect. You're putting me through hell. He won't treat you right, Even if he tried, babe, I will always be by your side. I guess this is goodbye for the 52nd time. Don't cry, maybe in another life. I see you're going out more. Last year at uni, why you going freshers for? Yes, I heard that they say less is more, but why you dressing like a... Who you trying to impress? Why you wear your best dress and got that choke around your neck? So your Instagram post, I wanna know why you're wearing red. They say red's a sexual color, you looking for a new lover already? You're ready for someone new, not taking it steady. Are you trying to offend me cause you know that I'm not ready? No, I am not ready. You know I am not ready to move on to another one. I am not like you. Baby, I am not like you. If only your strict parents knew. If only they knew what you're up to. If only they knew what you're up to, yeah. He won't treat you right, even if he tried. Babe, I will always be by your side. I guess this is goodbye for the 52nd time. Don't cry, maybe in another life. This is how it is now, huh? Ring of roses for the 52nd time. How many times we gonna do this in our life? I don't know. He won't treat you right, even if he tries.